Not too long ago, we found out that Disney officially is going to reboot Pirates of the Caribbean. And I think this is kind of a side door to getting rid of Johnny, or let's just say, get some heat off of them as far as people saying we need Jack Sparrow back in six. Because it's not really part six if it's a reboot. It's beyond obvious that most people want Johnny back, so I'm not sure exactly why at this point their attitude isn't a little better. Even if Johnny doesn't want to go back, their attitude should be, well, you're welcome to come if you want. So this here's from Express. I think they're in the UK, by the way, and they say, Pirate 6 without Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow doomed to failure, so a pretty good title here. They claim it's exclusive. Pirates of the Caribbean 6 without Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow's doomed to failure at the box office, claims a respected industry insider. That's kind of a joke, because we don't need an expert to tell us that, or some insider. You could ask a fan off the street with a Pirates t-shirt and they'll tell you it's doomed to fail without Johnny. But it's an article. That's what I cover. Let's see what we got. Last week, Pirates of the Caribbean producer Jerry Bruckheimer let it slip that the sixth movie in the franchise is set to be a reboot. Now, I argue it's not actually the sixth movie. I guess it is a sixth pirate movie, but it wouldn't be a continuation of the story. So to me, it's not exactly part six. Fans' hearts sank as deep as Davy Jones' locker following rumors that Disney's planning on Pirates 6 to have a black female lead rather than Johnny Depp Sparrow at the helm of the Black Pearl. If you put Johnny alongside that black female lead, as they say, she's his student, he shows her the way, he passes the torch, everyone would see it. Assuming, she didn't kick his ass or do something silly like that, which they often have happen. But if you get my drift, if it was done properly, Johnny was in it, I think people would give it a chance. Yet, if it's a total reboot without Sparrow, Disney can expect a flop bigger than the one left by the Kraken itself on the ocean surface. That's according to a respected industry insider who spoke exclusively with Express UK on the matter, the same one who told us Depp would be considering a return to the franchise at the moment. But like I said, this is not insider information. This is pretty much common sense. Depp considering going back. Haven't heard it from him, so who knows. They have a quote from him, and he basically says, if something is successful, there must be more. And then says that everything in business is a risk. Well, not having Johnny in Pirates, yes, that's a pretty big fucking risk to say the least. On Bruckheimer's Pirates 6 reboot plans, the insider said, this feels like a threshold moment in terms of gradually escalating the dismissiveness of Disney's fan base. Essentially giving the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise a hard reboot treatment since the previous installment, Dead Men Tell No Tales, didn't meet box office expectations and was not received well. And they say Sean Bailey stepped down as president. He was in charge of live action, and I don't give a rat's ass one way or the other who was president, blah, 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 blah. No Johnny, no Pirates. It's pretty simple, man. Okay, they said Dead Man's Tale didn't do that great in the box office. Look, after a fifth movie comes out, you're going to get less people who are excited. But the fact is, once a good period of time goes by, that excitement boosts back up. So if they released one like a year later, probably wouldn't have done that great either. But if they released one like a year or two ago with Johnny as the main man, you could bet it'd do really good. And if they release one now with Johnny as the main man or an important role, you could bet it'd do pretty good. Then the source says they've got hope for the independent sector. Like Johnny Depp's indie productions, there's a lot of potential, great undiscovered talent out there, and a need for authenticity. Putting Depp in such a film project will undoubtedly raise the perception of high value in the cinema-going experience. There's nothing better than genuine on-screen charisma and chemistry, but it's going to require a rethink for Hollywood and an understanding of what it means to stick to the core value of what's being created throughout each story, through its characters, and how reboots that lose their core value are more likely doomed to fail. And I would say not having Johnny or Jack Sparrow is losing track of your core values. So what are you saying, dude? Just say it's a loss of core values without Johnny, are millions of people going to pay $15 to see a film in movie theaters based on a new, younger cast alone? I don't think so, and you'd be right there. So, he's got away with words, a lot of fluff in what he says, but I guess he's got it right. And it ends with this: any revival of the Pirates Caribbean would have to be approached as an artistic decision rather than one that's taken purely for the potential financial gain. No one cares. Artistic, financial, reboot, continuation. It just needs to have Johnny. That's it. How this reboot handles that concern should become clear whenever its plot details are officially announced that no one's going to care about. I'm a broken fucking record, man, but it's got to be said. When it comes out and it's said and done, there's no need to say it anymore because they're not going to make like a part 7 without Johnny. I think that's going to be it. But until it's actually out without him, just going to keep saying it. And the hashtag's out there too, so yeah, sure, keep posting it. Let them know. Before I go, thought I'd do a shout out. So Brinkle Dinkle, thank you so much for this super comment chat. It's much appreciated. I can't thank you enough. That's about it. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.